Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and I have got some bad news if you are an Uber and Lyft driver in the state of Nevada. Because the governor of Nevada has signed a bill into law that is going to require Uber and Lyft drivers to obtain business licenses to continue to drive for the platform. And apparently, you will need them right up front before you can be on the platform. Now, then, if you were already driving for the platform prior to October 1st of this year, I believe, you are now given a year to show that you're in compliance. So you're definitely on like a time limit here. Now, this could go several different ways, and it could be good or it could be bad depending on who you are. I'm not going to lie. This is a very scary proposition for a lot of you, but for some of you, it will work out. And I'm going to be interested in reading the comments because I bet you there's going to be some discussion about rich versus poor in this. The first thing we're going to have to acknowledge is that Uber and Lyft might leave the market to boycott this, like they did Austin, Texas. The problem is, Austin, Texas's boycott did not work very well. I mean, they eventually came back and they eventually got, but I mean, they lost a lot of money to fight that battle, and I don't know if they want to do that again. This might be easier to comply with Nevada's demands, but I don't know. So, I mean, that's the first thing we have to take out, whether or not Uber or Lyft will even stay in Nevada when this, with this now going on. But if they do decide to stay in Nevada, how much is the business license going to cost you? Well, I hear it's going to cost like $200 a year, which that's definitely a very interesting price point. It would be felt, to be sure, but it's doable. It's very, very doable. I mean, but how many people want to do it? And this is where it could be good or it could be bad, because I suspect the people who can afford to do it, they might very well do it. And if you can't afford to do it, then you simply won't do it. And for those who decide to do it, they are going to find themselves in a market where there's a lot less competition. Thus, there is more than likely more surge in prime time, because that's what will set the algorithm off, supply and demand. Uber and Lyft, but mostly Uber, definitely like having an oversaturated market. They like having anyone being able to come on to, drive for Uber and Lyft so that anyone can get a ride anytime, anywhere. This is definitely going to limit the capacity to do that. And unless Uber wants to start paying for the business licenses, which, trust me, if they start doing that, that's coming out of the bonus, or you're paying for that out of your pocket somehow, then basically a lot of people are just going to stop driving for Uber and Lyft. Now, if Uber does decide to pay those licenses for whatever reason, instead of just, leave, the state, and Lyft too, of course, then they will probably put on additional tax on the drivers, and they will put it in a way where it's like, oh, don't worry about this. We're going to cover it. You don't have to buy this. But, again, $200 isn't really that much money. So, chances are they will be taking a higher percentage out of your fares towards this business license, and you know what? They might even take a little bit more than what the business license actually costs. They might find a way to actually make money doing this. I wouldn't put it past them. And just because Travis Kalanick's not the CEO at the moment doesn't mean I don't trust this company anymore. And if you watch another video that I do later on, you'll find out why. So, yeah, drivers in Nevada, I hate to be the bearer of potentially bad news. This could potentially be good news, but it could potentially be bad news. I know that someone's going to say, oh, talk a lot, contradict yourself. Look, I just don't know how it's going to work out. We don't know what Uber and Lyft's next move is, if they stay or if they go. If they go, then bottom line, everyone's out of a job there if they do this for a living, and that sucks. That really sucks. And if they stay, then the question is, what's their next move and how does that affect you and how do you respond to it? So I will keep you updated on this. I suspect they're going to leave Nevada. I mean, both companies have shown that they're willing to cut off their nose to spite their face, which is something you should never do, or to throw the baby out with the bathwater, a more common phrase. So, but what do you folks think? Anyone watching this channel who is from that state, how does this make you feel? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon for as little as $1 a month or buying some swag from the Great Media Universe store. There is a code below where you get 15% off your first order. All contributions and sales go to help support these channels and help me make more videos for you guys. And as always, flame responsibly. #BeleedUber.